Welcome to Astronomy Daily, your source for the latest space and astronomy news. I'm your host, Anna, and today we've got an exciting lineup of stories, from Parker Solar Probe's historic solar approach to a rare astronomical event closing out the year. There's certainly a lot going on, even though it's holiday time, so let's get started with today's history-making news first. In a remarkable achievement, NASA's Parker Solar Probe has just successfully completed its closest ever pass to the Sun, breaking its own previous record. On December 24th, the spacecraft flew an astounding 3.8 million miles above the solar surface, hurtling through the solar atmosphere at a blazing speed of 430,000 miles per hour, faster than any human-made object in history. The mission teams received confirmation late on December 26th, when it phoned home, so to speak, that the spacecraft had successfully survived this extreme encounter and is operating normally. This incredible feat wasn't just a one-time event. It's the first of several planned passes at this distance, setting up the probe for unprecedented scientific observations of our star. The spacecraft has spent the last 6 years preparing for this moment, using 7 strategic flybys of Venus to gradually adjust its orbit. Following its final Venus flyby in November, Parker Solar Probe reached its optimal trajectory, which will bring it close to the Sun every 3 months. Near enough to study mysterious solar processes, but maintaining a safe distance from the Sun's intense heat and radiation. To survive these close encounters, the probe relies on a sophisticated carbon foam shield that protects it from temperatures exceeding 1 million degrees Fahrenheit in the solar corona. While the shield itself heats up to around 1,800 degrees Fahrenheit, it keeps the scientific instruments behind it at a comfortable room temperature. These close passes are already revolutionizing our understanding of the Sun. Previous approaches have revealed that the outer boundary of the corona is more complex than expected, with unexpected wrinkles and valleys. The probe has also identified the origin of important solar wind structures and is helping scientists better understand how the solar wind accelerates as it leaves the Sun. This mission represents a historic moment in space exploration, marking humanity's first direct investigation of a star, and promises to unlock new mysteries about our Sun's behavior and its effects throughout the solar system. Moving on. Blue Origin has just hit 2 major milestones in their journey towards launching their massive New Glenn rocket. The company successfully completed an integrated hot fire test of the fully assembled launch vehicle at Launch Complex 36 in Cape Canaveral, Florida. During this crucial 24-second test, all 7 B-4 engines operated flawlessly, including 13 seconds at full thrust. This wasn't just a simple engine test. The demonstration involved the complete flight vehicle, including both first and second stages, along with test versions of the payload fairing and various other components. Teams conducted multiple days of preparation, including tanking tests with both liquid natural gas and liquid oxygen in the first stage, and liquid hydrogen and oxygen in the second stage. Adding to this technical achievement, the Federal Aviation Administration has granted Blue Origin a Part 450 commercial launch license for New Glenn. This 5-year authorization marks a significant regulatory milestone, clearing the way for actual flight operations. New Glenn stands an impressive 321 feet tall, with a first stage designed to land propulsively, similar to SpaceX's Falcon 9. Those 7 B-4 engines that performed so well in the test are the same ones currently powering United Launch Alliance's Vulcan rocket, giving Blue Origin valuable flight experience with their engine design before New Glenn's first launch. When New Glenn does take flight, it will carry the Blue Ring Pathfinder as its first payload. This mission will serve as a crucial step in certifying the rocket for national security space launch missions, potentially opening the door to lucrative government contracts. With multiple vehicles already in production and a growing manifest of commercial and government customers, Blue Origin appears well-positioned to join the ranks of major launch providers in the near future. You know how I keep telling you to get outside and look up? Well, it's about to pay off. Stargazers and astronomy enthusiasts are in for a treat as we approach the end of December, with a rare astronomical phenomenon known as a black moon set to occur on December 30th at 5:27 p.m. Eastern Time. While the term isn't officially recognized by astronomers, it refers to the second new moon occurring within a single calendar month, similar to how a blue moon describes a second full moon in a month. During a new moon, the the sun and moon share the same celestial longitude, meaning the illuminated side of the moon faces away from Earth, making it invisible to observers. While we can't see the moon itself, this absence of moonlight creates perfect conditions for viewing other celestial objects. The timing couldn't be better for winter stargazing in North America, where the typically drier air offers exceptional viewing conditions through telescopes. The night sky will be particularly active, with several planets visible to observers. Venus and Saturn will grace the southwestern sky in the evening hours, while Jupiter will be prominently positioned in the east, appearing near the bright star Aldebaran in Taurus. The winter constellations will be on full display, with Orion the Hunter taking center stage in the eastern sky. Look for the distinctive 3 stars of Orion's belt, and the bright stars Betelgeuse and Rigel marking his shoulder and foot. The Hyade star cluster, forming the face of Taurus the Bull, will be visible above Orion, while Sirius, the brightest star in our night sky, will shine brilliantly as part of Canis Major below. For those willing to stay up later, Leo the Lion will rise in the east, marked by the bright star Regulus and its distinctive sickle-shaped pattern of stars, forming the lion's mane. This moonless night offers an exceptional opportunity to observe these celestial wonders in all their glory. Enjoy! In more news today about our star. The sun put on quite a Christmas light show this year, with our star unleashing 4 powerful solar flares within just 2.5 hours on December 25th. The most significant of these eruptions was classified as an M7, 3 flare, bursting forth from a region known as AR 3938 at 10:15 p.m. Eastern Time. These synchronized explosions, known as sympathetic solar flares, are quite rare and occurred across 3 different sunspot regions: AR 3938, AR 3933, and AR 3936. What makes this event particularly interesting is that despite being spatially separated on the sun's surface, these regions were actually connected by invisible magnetic loops, causing them to erupt in concert like a cosmic chain reaction. The National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration's solar monitoring satellites captured these spectacular eruptions, which resembled festive twinkling lights on a cosmic scale. While these flares were impressive, the resulting coronal mass ejection, that's the supercharged plasma bubble that gets hurled into space, is expected to pass just north of Earth, meaning we'll likely miss out on any aurora displays this time. However, there's still hope for some celestial fireworks before the year ends. Scientists are confident that the sun will maintain its active state through the remainder of 2024. All it takes is one well-aimed, powerful flare to treat us to a spectacular aurora show as we approach the new year. So keep looking up. These Christmas flares serve as another reminder of our star's incredible power and unpredictability as we continue to monitor and study its dynamic behavior. The sun's increasing activity gives scientists valuable opportunities to better understand these powerful solar phenomena and their potential impacts on Earth. In a significant development for Mars exploration, NASA Administrator Bill Nelson has revealed that a major announcement about the Mars Sample Return Mission redesign is coming in early January. This highly anticipated decision aims to address the mounting concerns over the project's timeline and budget that have emerged in recent months. The original mission design, carrying an estimated price tag of $11 billion and a sample return date of 2040, was deemed unsustainable by NASA leadership. Nelson emphasized that this timeline would conflict with NASA's broader Mars exploration goals, particularly since the agency plans to have astronauts on the Red Planet by the 2040s. The redesign effort has taken an innovative approach by actively involving private industry partners alongside NASA's traditional centers. Early indications suggest this strategy is yielding promising results, with proposals that could significantly reduce costs and accelerate the mission timeline. This shift in strategy comes after a comprehensive review by an independent review board highlighted serious concerns about the project's scope and feasibility. The mission's complexity is substantial, involving multiple spacecraft components, including a lander, a rocket to launch samples from Mars's surface, and an orbiter to transport the samples back to Earth. The urgency behind this redesign is driven by the fact that the Perseverance rover is already on Mars, actively collecting and caching samples. These precious materials represent an unprecedented opportunity to study Mars's geological history and potential signs of ancient life, making the success of the sample return mission crucial for our understanding of the red planet. NASA's leadership is optimistic that the new industry-involved approach will provide a more practical path forward, ensuring these valuable Martian samples make it back to Earth for study before human missions begin. The upcoming announcement is expected to detail significant changes to the mission architecture while maintaining its core scientific objectives. And that's it for today. This is Anna, signing off from another fascinating episode of Astronomy Daily. If you want to stay up to date with all the latest developments in space exploration and astronomy, head over to our website at astronomydaily.io, where our newsfeed is constantly updated with the most recent stories from across the cosmos. And don't forget to join our growing community on social media. You can find us as Astro Daily Pod on Facebook, X, Tumblr, YouTube Music, and TikTok. Until next time, keep looking up and stay curious about our amazing universe. See you soon.